So I was on Kijiji, right? And I messaged this guy. I'm like, hey, like, I want to buy what you're selling. And, like, I bartered with him on the app and all that stuff, right? And then, like, an hour passes, and I say to myself, do I really want this? And then I was like, no, I don't want this. So then I just, like, stopped responding to the guy, which is a loser thing to do, I'll admit, right? But I was just one of those moods, right?
Wait, you didn't respond to the guy?
Yeah, like, I stopped responding to him
Okay.
after a while, right? It was like, I was talking to him for, like, let's say, like, 5 minutes,
That's what kids
like,
call
negotiating price, all that kind of stuff. And then, like,
Ghosting.
I just kind of like, I ghosted the guy. I'm like, I don't want this anymore. Anyways, he texted me and he's like, hey man, still waiting for you. And I don't know why, I could have just dodged him, but I said, hey man, sorry, my girlfriend's dog it's at the vet right now and I'm with her. That was the first thing that came to my head. So fast forward a day later, I get a phone call, right? And I forget the guy's number. I get a phone call. Hey man, how's your dog doing? And I was like, what dog? And he's like,
dog?
he's like, your girlfriend's dog was in the vet yesterday. And I was like, oh yeah. The dog, yeah, he died. And then the guy goes, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm like, yeah. So I was like, straight man, I don't want your TV. It's it's a time of mourning right now. I need the money to pay for burial costs and all that stuff. And he's like, yeah, don't worry about it, man. It's all good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Don't be a businessman, Jalad.
Nah, I
Anyways, let's start the episode.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. Not my issue. Can you buzz off? Let me add a little bit of spice to that.
The Dean's List Podcast.
So, guys, welcome to the Dean List, episode 11. As you could see, we have a new studio. We moved our studio from upstairs in my living room to downstairs into the basement. And then next week, we'll start a new room, and we'll just keep going around the house. We'll give a virtual house tour. What do you guys think?
Nice upgrade.
No, we were just we were all sick of the sauna upstairs. So.
Much cooler down here.
Also, the walls are purple down here. So
Okay, buy a house, and let's see how you paint it. Okay?
Just saying.
Just buy a house, and let me know how you guys do.
So you painted the walls.
You
I
chose
didn't.
this color.
I didn't choose nothing. It came like this.
Well then,
And-
okay, go ahead.
oh god. Yeah, as you guys could see, we're on YouTube now. We have videos. Everybody wave. No? Yeah, cool. We tried to do it last week. It was supposed to be a test, but then we uploaded it. But we got good reviews, I think. You let us know who's your favorite person on YouTube. Gross. What else is there to say? We said episode 11. Find us on all social media at DLPcast. And find us every Monday. We're uploading at 6 a.m. all across now YouTube for the video. And we also are on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify. And that's it. All right, let's get right into business. Let's see, what do you guys want to start with? Oh, by the way, you're a POS, by the way.
What did I do?
You started working out with me,
Yeah.
right? Which is good. I didn't mind that. And I'm giving you tips. You're like, how do you like lose body fat and stuff? And I said, I wear a sweat belt. You know, that thing you put around your stomach to make yourself sweat even
Yeah,
more.
the 6-year-olds
Can
that
I
go
finish?
football
Can
strong.
I
Yeah,
finish?
yeah.
Can I finish? And then you're like, oh, where can I get one? I was like, just go to Walmart and it's like $25. But if you want, you could use mine. Between
Why
workouts,
would he
I'll
use
take it
yours?
off because I'm trying to be a nice guy. But this guy's a POS. Oh, I don't want to touch it. Oh, never mind. I'm like, okay, fine, be fat.
Who
That's
in this
disgusting.
world would share a sweat belt with someone else? Especially
You know how much?
Bilal Abdu.
You know how much people pay me to give them my shirts after I work out? I put them in a Ziploc bag
No
and
one.
mail 'em
Wallah,
out.
no one. Not one person.
How do you think I paid for this house?
Sharing a sweat belt, it's actually nasty.
Anyway,
But we're
anyway,
brothers. We're brothers. I
No,
thought
we're not.
we have to do
Even
this.
my blood brother wouldn't do that.
I'm just gonna interject
I'm not
here.
a psycho.
I'm gonna interject here right now. There's a pandemic going on.
Yeah, also that.
But you guys are like what? Like we were breathing literally down my neck. Now that's where you draw the line that you won't wear my sweat belt. You're grossed out by me.
Yeah.
Okay, yo, honestly though, pandemic or not, like
gross.
workout partner or not, why would you ever want to share someone
Bilal
else's
thinks
sweat?
Because
Everything's
he's haram.
normal.
He's poor. I'm trying to help him out.
Wow, you just patted you on
Okay,
plus for
everyone, let's start a GoFundMe
Okay, yo,
so he can get me a sweat belt.
Bilal, let me ask-
$25.
One second, Bilal, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So Ali's working out. He's working really hard. He's getting a good sweat on.
Yeah.
And his headband is all sweaty now. It's
Yeah.
like soaked.
Yeah.
Would you put it on?
Well, I don't need to because I don't have hair.
You're dodging the question though.
I would if I needed a whatever what it's called, sweatband, headband, and I'm sweating like crazy. It's getting into my eyes and it's all salty. I'm like, hey, Ali, can I borrow that? And I'll be like, yeah, man, I have to wear it.
I would never ever let you borrow it though. That's the thing. I'm not a psycho.
Well, I don't know, man.
It just adds to my theory that if Bilal doesn't do it, like
Anyway.
because Bilal thinks it's normal to wear that.
I'm the only one that has a personality on this podcast.
Anyway,
Everybody else
moral
is
of the story is I'm switching gyms. So
Don't switch them. Try to. Nobody pushes you as much as I push you, and you know that.
I push
Jilad, you know that.
push
Yeah, I do.
myself.
Damn.
You. What's it called?
There's a
Hamdan,
reason-
you have to do
There's
that.
a reason why Shalal doesn't go to the gym anymore.
No, he does. He just doesn't go with me. I remember there was a time when I was working out, and then I had that, that generic Gatorade bottle,
Yep.
and I filled it up with BCAAs, and then there was like a
Don't
girl.
you mean branch chain amino acids?
No, I didn't
Okay.
know how to. I never knew that standard for that. And then there
So
was
you don't know what you're putting in your body.
okay.
Wow.
And then there was another, and then there was a girl like that was using the bench next over, and she had the same one. And then for some reason I thought that was one I took, and I took a sip from it, and then it was water. I'm like, this is not right. And she's like, excuse me, that's my Gatorade bottle you just used.
You drank out of her bottle?
Yeah, she was so
This
disgusting.
this was pre-COVID.
That was like a while ago.
Was
Yeah,
it like
remember
a
that-
spray bottle? Or
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. That's
Hey, remember that guy at Gold's Gym? By the way, Gold's Gym in Edmonton, when they were opened, the most ghetto gym of all time.
Oh, it was the best gym.
It was awesome. It was sick because
Yeah,
you get
it
that
was
like
so ghetto.
you get that Rocky feel from it.
Yeah.
But remember that one guy who he was working out there and 100% had vodka in his water bottle. Remember, his face was all red and his eyes were watering. He's like, tipsy going like this, and I'm
There's
like,
a lot of questionable people.
and I was like, I love this gym.
maybe he's trying to channel his inner Jackie Chan.
That's probably what it was. Yeah, drunken
Drunken
master.
Master.
Oh yeah,
Drunken
that's-
You know what I hate though is when me and Bilal go to the gym, I just feel like we can never talk to anyone there because everyone's scared of Bilal. Like if we're standing in a corner like working
Bro,
out, this
bro.
guy will start screaming and like I'll just like look around and be like, oh my god, like I'm
Bro.
not with this
No,
guy.
Ali, that's a good thing though. You don't want to be talking to people in the gym.
No, I don't. But I also don't want to be looked at the guy who's with the psycho.
Bro, I tune it down just for you. Like after you leave and I'm still there, I'm actually putting it back to where I'm supposed to be.
he's so weird.
I was the guy with the
I'm
psycho
so
for like 2 years.
Yeah.
The guy with the crazy person.
I was that crazy person was trying to say.
Yeah.
Oh God. Going back to Gold's Gym, that was the first time I was offered roids.
And clearly you take them, right?
Yeah, anyways, next topic. Make sure we cut that out. Oh wait, it's not one of my jokes, so we have to keep that in.
Why are you throwing shots at everyone right now? Like,
No, I'm such in a bad mood today.
oh wow.
You know what happened? Well, look, I said I wasn't going to say the story, but screw it. You know what happened? No, not that. Today, I was like a week ago, I was helping my sister go to the south side. She has to pick up something something for a wedding that's coming up. I'm like, okay, no problem. Last week, and then they have to tailor, and they're like, come next week to grab it. So from that day, I was like, you know what? I'm going to be a nice big brother. I'm going to take my two sisters to a nice restaurant. We'll eat. And then that's why I texted you guys. I'm like, let's record 4:30. And then I was like, after they pick it up, and then I was like, hey, you guys want to go grab let's go eat somewhere. And I was planning it for a while.
Okay.
And actually, I just want Starbucks. I'm like, hey, never
Rather
mind. Let's
than
just go
to a
home.
sup-
And that's when I said, let's just never mind. 4 p.m. I wasn't going to say this story, but that's why I'm actually in a paranoid mood. I'm hungry and I'm on a diet. I was like,
Why are you
whatever.
Honestly,
paranoid?
Bilal, I'm with you now. I actually feel for you.
You have sisters, right?
Do
they
if
do
they were
that
to
to you?
tell me, if they were to tell me, let's go to Starbucks instead, I would take them all home and I would go eat by myself.
I was so mad because when you're looking forward to it and you're like trying to surprise them, they were unfazed. They weren't like, oh yeah, well, let's do it. And like, Starbucks has like cake pops. And you know what the worst part is? They didn't even want Starbucks. We pulled up there like, actually, Marble Slab is what I'm craving right now. And then went to Marble Slab.
Wow.
Did you get something from Marble Slab?
No, I'm on a diet.
Okay.
I even like ice cream.
Just double checking.
What do you guys think about this new trend on YouTube and Instagram of people being homeless and they're like living in vans and buses?
I think it's cool.
Where did you see this?
On
all of a
YouTube.
sudden?
On YouTube.
Honestly,
I'm pretty sure
there's
it's
a lot
such
of
an
guys.
old
There's a lot
trend.
because it's like when you go to the explore icon and then they show you the trending videos.
So that's always been a thing.
I just realized it's
Yeah,
more
because
often
you're
than
a
not.
dinosaur.
So they're not actually homeless.
They're homeless. They're living in vans.
but that's like
so they're homeless. So they're not choosing to be homeless.
But that's so if I go live on the streets and I'm choosing to live on the streets, doesn't it technically still I'm homeless?
But wait, what
But
defines
you
a
don't-
home?
You don't have to.
Wow, Eunice.
Wow.
Because can the van not be their home?
No, it can't be a
Okay,
home.
well,
It's
this-
a van.
Welcome
It's
to the DLP.
Wait, but Bilal, are they
talks.
traveling across?
no, they're just like the one
No,
I
there's
seen.
some guys. There's a guy I watch. He
Probably
just
like a
travels across
challenge.
Canada.
It's
He
not
just
a
drives around
challenge,
Canada.
man. It's just so dumb. It's so dumb.
Man, bro, he's living his life.
Of course, it's dumb.
Okay, would you do that? Would you live in a van?
I mean, if I'm posting on YouTube and getting money, I would.
Why don't you
it-
just buy a house?
Why would you do that for money?
Well, they're posting on YouTube, right? I'm assuming they're getting.
Yeah, they're getting
pretty-
paid
pretty sure
because
they're
it's like,
popular
oh, I'd like to
YouTubers.
thank my sponsor,
Yeah.
Home Furnishing. I'm like, why would they sponsor you? You have no furniture. you sleep in a sleeping bag.
No, I wouldn't do it for. I would do it if I was getting money.
But
but-
isn't it so easy to get these guys rob these?
It probably is. Yeah.
So Hamdan, you're a slave to the dollar. Is basically what you're saying.
Wow.
You will do whatever it takes just to get money.
He says going to med
No.
school.
What does that have to do with anything? I'm trying to save people.
Yeah, for a price.
Yeah, 100%. But the price is.
Exactly. So
Okay,
you
but the price means nothing to me at the end. Like, obviously, you want to make a living, but like that's not the reason why you go to med school. Trust me, you go to school there and you're gonna hate your life.
You know what I'm gonna do to you when you become a doctor? I'm gonna go to you. I'm like, hey man, there's something wrong with my bowel movements. I can't go to the washroom. And then you're like, oh yeah, man, it's okay. Let me take a look. And I'm just gonna fart in your face.
You know what I'm gonna do? That. Thanks for saying that. I'm gonna make sure my secretary knows any Bilal Abdus.
How about
No,
Muhammad
we're good.
Hamdan's-
What a weird thing to think about.
Hamdan
know
texts you
what?
at the randomest times like, I have a cough. What is that about?
You know what? People actually like you, so you're
Really?
welcome. It's okay.
You're just gonna have an embargo in his office.
I've already decided my kids are not going to go anywhere near Muhammad Yunus.
Oh my god. Okay. Ali thinks I'm a psycho. I don't know where he's getting that
Yes.
from.
I don't want my kids to walk in and they get kicked in the face. Like, oh, hey, welcome.
What do you mean kick in the face? They come back like, Baba, there's a stitch on my side. And you find out they're missing a kidney. It's a routine checkup. This guy comes.
Yeah, Dr. Yunus wants to say he wants to do experiments.
Just trying to like pay my loans off faster.
But, move into a van. Go take that, find a school bus,
Yeah.
rip out all the seats, put in hardwood, and then you live in that van.
Yo, when you said that, you just remind me of a memory. Remember that time we went camping and there was like we never brought a tent. Like we went. all
Oh,
way
the
to-
first one we
yeah,
did.
yeah. Okay, so here's what happened. We went camping and we forgot to bring a tent.
How do you forget to bring a tent camping?
Okay, you
No,
know
we
what,
we brought a tent, but we didn't. For
The-
some
the
reason the
poles.
poles were not in the bag.
Oh.
Yeah. So we never had like the metal post to like actually make it stand up. So what we did instead was use a tarp to like shield us from like any potential rain. But like the weather was beautiful. It was really
What do you
good.
mean it rained like crazy that one
Just
night?
wait, at the time the weather was beautiful. So then we're like 6 guys, and there was room for 5 of us under the tarp to be fully under the tarp, and then half of one person. So I volunteered to be the half because like, I thought whatever, it's not gonna rain. What happens? It rains. And wallah, that night I was freezing. It was so cold. We had a bus with us, like a school bus, like the really old Islamic school bus,
Yeah.
and the doors didn't lock, so you're able to like pry the doors open with your hands. So I spent that night in that school bus, like shivering with a blanket. It was the worst night of my life.
I would have too, though. I would have just slept in the bus automatically.
See, I didn't think of that. I didn't think it was gonna rain.
My
would've
brother did. He slept right in the in that bus.
Oh my god, wallah, worst night. But yeah, so based on that night alone, I could never live in a van or sleep in a van.
Would you live in a city with no cops, like in Seattle now?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I see no issue
Wow,
with that.
smooth transition.
Yeah, but you guys know that like Seattle downtown now, it's like they considered it to be a cop-free zone. I'm
don't
so down just to go
understand how
there.
that's
Like,
possible.
like they
cops
kept,
just
no,
don't
no.
go?
What happened? No, there was a huge protest. They surrounded the cop station, the one that's like represents downtown, and then they said the cops were like, "Screw it, this is like a danger to our safety," and they retreated. Like they left.
So there's no one there patrolling or like making
No,
sure the laws
nothing.
being enforced.
Nothing. I don't know if it's like the People's Republic. It's literally the Soviet Union mini version. It's communism. Sure, I don't know. Can somebody search it if it's still like that? But I just know if like they said it's a cop-free zone now, and no cops are allowed in like this radius. I don't know how they're conferring security, so I'm thinking about going and getting some money.
No, I think it's more of a peaceful kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Has anybody else?
Where
ever
it's kind of like
noticed-
a.
It's still a
Oh, is it?
cop-free zone. Yeah, say that. I give me thumbs. So yeah, we just confirmed it's still a cop-free zone. Well, what would it take for it not to be a cop-free zone?
What do you mean?
Like when they're like, "Hey, can we get some cops in here now?"
I think it's more of a show of like like they're trying to show like there's no cops here and things are going all right.
Yeah,
kind
but
of
to like what extent somebody's not going to be like me and going down there and be like, "Hey, give me your wallet." No, I'm serious.
thing. I don't know, man. It's just a lot of craziness going on here.
Can we talk about the Anthony Henry thing I sent the other day, but nobody answered me?
And then obviously we don't want to talk about it.
Wait, what Anthony Henry thing?
I'm convinced they only put the the photo radars on the north side of the Henday.
Oh,
No, I've
I
seen him
remember
on the
you saying that.
south.
Man, I never see them on the south.
He actually has a point. Like when I
I
drive
swear.
home from the south side to the
It's
north,
always
I've
north,
never see it.
north or what?
Oh,
Northwest maybe.
It's never
Let me
past
ask-
the
let me ask you
Henday.
something.
never
Never
ever
a man
past
drive.
Sherwood Park and past Rabbit Hill. You'll never see one.
Okay, let me ask you something.
Oh.
Okay, who predominantly occupies north side Henday?
You're trying to say
Jalal
Arabs?
knows. Jalal knows.
Oh, I know.
Jalal knows.
My boys.
Wait, we should introduce your boys. I talked about them last week a little bit, but you weren't here.
Like which boys?
So-
like the boys?
Like the Shujis.
Like G Sabah.
the G7.
Yeah, it's those
Maybe
guys.
for a different time.
Another time. Okay, so
Another
if
time.
you- for those that don't know what a Shuji
Okay, but-
is, we'll describe it properly.
Okay, but
at a
isn't
later
that
time.
wrong that they put them in the north side?
That's racist.
But Eunice
I
has a good
agree.
point though. Eunice has a good point because on the south side everybody goes the speed limit. No, it's just so nice.
Yeah.
And then you come down to the north side.
Everyone's ripping 200 kilometers an hour,
See
and
a
they're
bunch of,
like
like-
Ford Windstar.
Bunch of G35s
Wallah, wallah.
like whipping it down.
I'm not joking. Wallah, one time I was on the Henday, north side Henday. Every car around me was doing at least $130, at least minimum. And it wasn't only me speeding. I wasn't speeding by the way, called. Everybody around me, at least $130.
Yeah, there's a bunch of
Because you have all these
BMW
kids and their
3 Series
BMWs tricked out. Bro, watch
G35s.
this, bro. I'm gonna redline it, G. That's what they do. You know what I mean, they don't have that on the south side. South side's like, oh my god, look at the trees and the scenery. That's why we have no trees on the side of our Henday.
They're driving a bunch of Kia Souls.
Yeah, you know, just like hybrid cars.
I feel like I'm the only person that drives normally.
You
You're
drive
the
with no
most-
radio, with no
you
music, nothing.
are
You drive in
Exactly.
silence.
I
That's
drive
scary.
silent.
I drive with
That's
nothing.
scary.
I
Well, it
drive
is.
silent.
What?
How?
He's the most cautious driver.
It's like
I
it's
am,
the
yeah,
best,
it's a good
best
thing to
time
be
to
cautious.
Just think.
a bit too cautious.
No, that's
best
how.
time to just think. Best time to like plan your day, your week. Like when I go to work, it's pure silence.
I do my thinking and planning in the shower.
There you go.
Really?
That's key. Well, that's
honestly.
key.
That's where you
but
get your best thoughts.
I lose track of time so easily though.
Yeah, me too.
Like the amount of 30-minute showers I've had in my life is like so bad.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like it's a regular occurrence for me.
Showers for me is my cry time. The tears drops down with the water, so I can't tell.
He just sits there in Marvin's room playing in the background.
No, honestly though, silent car rides are so underrated.
Silent.
They
They
are,
actually
they
It's
are.
too deep.
One time I got in a car with Ali, and
Start crying in your car.
Look, if there's scenery and stuff, then yeah, I'd like that. But if you're just in the city, then
Yeah,
no.
you're driving down 153rd. So much scenery.
No. I'm talking like if you're going
Yeah,
through
all
like
these-
a nice part of the city or like
Yeah.
a different city, then yeah.
The worst moments of my life was when I get picked up from my house and then we had to drive down to like where rich people live and look at their houses. I hated that so much.
that's also a Shuji trait. That's also, bro. Come check out this crib, G. It's sick, bro.
What am I
bro,
doing?
what do you think is going on?
That's literally you.
Huh?
That's literally you.
No, here's the thing.
Jalal used to
I
pick
just-
up me, Ahmed, and Ali, and he would just take us to go look at nice houses. And
Yeah, I'm a
just
Shuji.
just remind us how poor we are.
Yeah,
No,
that's
but
the thing.
Jalal's also the type of guy that if he's picking me up from my house and we're going to like
Oh,
West
my
Ed,
God.
he'll go to Calgary first, then he'll go to West
He
Ed.
takes
Bro.
the longest way to go home.
Do not trust this guy with directions.
Wallah.
Oh my! I'm literally.
the worst.
Don't-
I'm the only person on this table. You can drop me anywhere in the
Yeah,
city.
that's
I'll
true.
walk home.
Don't say wallah.
No, Jalal
Wallah.
actually has good direction.
No, what do you mean? How many times I'm
He
like,
just
hey,
takes
No, 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 no,
the
no.
dumbest way.
no,
No,
I'll be
his,
like,
his issue is he tells you this is a shortcut. It's like the opposite of a shortcut.
Yeah.
That's his issue.
you know
He
how
still
many
gets
times?
there.
You know how many times we're like late for hockey games because of this guy? I'm like, do you know where this rink is? Yeah, I got you. I'm like,
His
should I just
sense
put
of
it on my
time is-
Should I put it on my GPS? No, I got you. And then we end up putting it on the GPS.
Bilal Abdu will
Jalal's,
GPS from his house to his parents' house. He will. This guy loves GPS.
No, but Jalal literally could drop off in the middle of the city. He'll, with
Even
his eyes
even
closed,
Calgary,
he'll take
I think
you
I can come back home.
Okay,
Calgary.
Yeah,
He actually knows
he'll
his way
just
every
he'll
Wallah, I
just take
do.
the longest way
Yeah.
possible.
When me and Jalal go home from like, let's say Ali's house, like in Ozerna, this guy takes like we'll take.
Thanks
like,
for telling everyone where I live.
Yeah, I think that's what I was saying.
Oh, you're gonna beat away those groupies now.
But
eh?
Jalal takes like the back road where Garrison is, all the way down where the prison is, and then takes us to our house.
Okay,
Yeah,
but one
because
second.
there's no speed limit there.
1 second.
Well, there is, but
There's a difference between finding your way back home.
that's good.
I feel like finding your way back home is easier than like finding your way to a specific destination that's not your home. You know what I mean?
Here's the thing. I do so much driving, right? Like especially during the summertime.
Yeah.
I just like the city now. I just know how to get there. You know what I'm saying?
I also feel like technology has made us dumb.
Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah,
I'm
honestly,
actually writing a philosophy essay on that right now.
Yeah.
I don't know, actually-
anywhere
Yeah,
past
same.
downtown, I don't know where I'm going.
No, I know my way, but
Just made you dumb, Eunice. But I remember that guy. But sorry, I just remember this because of your Kijiji story. You told us that the one time when we had to get a sub goalie for our team,
Oh my god.
and then so backstory is that one day we needed a goalie, and then Jalal he's like the guy that contacts these like goalies to come out,
Free agents.
free agents. And then one day this guy walked in and we all noticed it that he wouldn't talk to any of us. And then the one like non-Arab guy walked in, and then they were like best friends all of a sudden. I'm like, okay, whatever. And finish the story.
And then I'm on
Which guy?
I'm on Facebook Marketplace
Oh.
the other day, looking at stuff, and I just noticed that somebody, someone is going on rants, like he's commenting on people's posts on like stupid stuff, like random stuff. He's commenting like, like you immigrants post this kind of stuff, and I recognize that your last name isn't from here. And the last name was Hernandez. Like,
He's not from here.
okay, so then he's just like talking about leftists and stuff like that, and it was the same goalie that he was a weirdo, man.
He's the one that came in the locker room. He just sat there like
Yeah,
mad.
he was so mad.
And he was
he
just like-
was so mad
He
at
looked
us.
like, you know that Eli Manning meme when he's like
yeah,
mad
yeah,
when
it was
Peyton
like,
Manning
yeah,
won the
yeah,
thing?
yeah.
That's what he looked like.
Bro,
Speaking of people like hating on people that are not from here selling things online, I remember once my cousin sent a picture on a group chat of a screenshot of a Kijiji ad. Some guy was selling a car. And in all caps, he has, if you're Lebanese, Palestinian, or East Indian, do not reply to this ad.
Well, honestly, I don't blame him.
Bro, I had
No, why? Like, that's such a mean
Arabs are
thing
the
to
most
say.
annoying people to deal
Oh,
with when it
Arab
comes
are
to
really
that.
annoying.
Jalad
yeah,
pops.
yeah.
No, but
I'm
you
not
know,
speaking on behalf of the others, but I know Arabs are like,
Yeah,
you
Arab's
know,
really annoying.
you know what really threw him off? Because you're like persona to call these players
don't say
Jay.
it. Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay, no, I think I say my actual
No, Jay.
persona.
So you're like, oh, hey, it's Jay. And so he's thinking like, okay, James Charleston or
No,
James.
no.
was
My
that,
name on my name
James Mick something.
James
my
Charles.
name on Facebook is like not Arab at all, and so he probably got like what?
Yeah, he walked in. It's like Jalal
And then
Muhammad
because I wasn't there for that game, I was like talk to Billy.
Yeah, and then I pop up.
Yep.
And
Imagine
it,
me walking in like this. Hey, man.
but it also doesn't make it any better that Bilal yells every Arab name that walks into the dressing room.
That's true.
Big jihad.
His name is Jihad. How would I not
I
call him
remember
that?
when someone on
We're gonna
vacation.
get cancelled so quick.
But his name is Jihad.
Yeah, his name's Jihad. One time we were on vacation and like, remember someone was like, "Your name's Jihad." You
Can we,
remember?
Yeah,
can we
yeah.
just explain what jihad actually means, please?
Explain it. I don't know.
Okay.
I know like jihada.
I just know the bad version.
I know the bad.
There's- oh
Or
my
the-
god.
Okay,
It
what does
literally
jihad
means
mean?
it literally
The
means
pop-
to struggle for the sake of God.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't mean holy war. It doesn't mean go kill the infidels. It doesn't mean you're a terrorist. It means to struggle for the sake of God.
So what's jihada? That's what it is.
What?
What's
Where do you know
Jihad?
Jihad?
Where
That's
did
what
that
they
come
say.
from?
Like jihada. Like you're doing jihada.
Oh my god.
No, I've never heard that before.
What?
No.
It's just
It's-
to,
it's-
So like,
it's
look,
jihadi.
I'll give
Jihadi.
you a practical example. Me having patience with you right now is a form of jihad.
what about me inviting you to my house every week? Is not Jihad?
Bilal, no, that's actually a sadaqah. Sadaqah means charity.
Well, I say I could have been playing Age of Empires right now.
Oh my
You know,
god.
I had an idea these guys didn't want is that we were gonna have me playing Age of Empires, and you guys could see in the background how I'm playing.
Look,
but-
we said that for your sake. We're trying to do you a favor right now by saying no
well, how
to that
cool
idea.
I am. It was really
You're just
wow.
fishing for that sponsorship so hard right now.
AOE2
Sponsor us.
sponsors. I'm so down to have like a tournament between us and see how long you guys could last against me.
I'm not.
Dibs out straight up.
Fine, I win right away.
I'll play in COD or something. I'm not gonna play in.
Can we like play real sports and compete in real
How
stuff?
about like
That's a
an
good
idea?
idea.
How
We're
about-
gonna
how
do that.
about-
We're gonna do
How
that.
about you just come play tennis with me and Ali?
No.
Yeah.
Start coming to the when you come to the gym. Let me train you, please.
No.
Okay, cool.
He's barely gonna come with me.
Yeah, literally.
We should do like a DLP golf thing.
Can you guys go
Golf
at like
trip.
7 p.m. for tennis?
Yeah, we
Seven-
do that
yeah,
sometimes.
we
no,
always do
because
that.
no, I feel like you guys go at like 4, which is like the worst time for me.
No, but yeah, that's why we go though.
Oh, I see. Wow. Okay. Can I leave? Can I
We literally plan our days around yours.
Leave the camera here.
No,
You-
no, but honestly, next time, like next time, I'm down to go at 7.
Okay, khalas. I'm gonna smash you guys.
Mm-hmm. Show you what's up.
Welcome to our back from a quick break. We have our guest that wouldn't leave for the past 2 weeks. Fishy.
Yep.
You're a fan favorite, by the way. A lot of people keep asking, who's Fishy? I'm like, well, I've been on the episode for 10 times. But
2 of our 6 fans like you.
Thanks. Thanks, man.
So I think we did touch about this last week that we're starting another podcast. And our dear friend here, Fishy, will be the main guy or the go-to guy.
Yes,
Or
sir.
was that supposed to use it?
No, it's him.
Oh, okay, good.
For some reason, he wanted me to be on there. So
I know, it's odd. Anyways,
Okay, you want to give us a little rundown about this new podcast? The name, what's it all about?
yeah, so it's going to be called the Clean Hit Podcast. It's going to be aimed at hockey. So there's going to be 3 of us, me, Jalal, and Ozzy, who's not here right now. We just talk about hockey, our takes, day-to-day news. Hopefully, bearing that the NHL season does start. We hope to release our first episode first week of July. So not too long. It'll be between 40 to 50-minute episodes, and you'll see us on there. We'll have some special guests on a few weeks. In the first probably like 3-4 episodes, it's probably just be us. After that, you'll see a new guest. You'll see Muhammad Yunus really wants to go on. You'll see me and him swap seats soon.
Have some hot take Ali for hot.
Yeah, Ali Farhat and his gritty.
I'm like the most
His gritty
controversial.
fitty
I'm gonna be the most
Philadelphia.
It'll be-
controversial player.
Is it strictly hockey, or are you guys gonna touch about other sports main events and stuff like that?
I guess if anything like happens like drastic like in any other sports, we'll probably touch upon it. But it's really gonna be based off just strictly hockey.
It's the same studio, obviously, and
Yeah,
everything,
same
right?
studio. It'll be so us and like the DLB podcast we're intertwined, I guess you can say.
It's like a sister. It's like a sister podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm their little sister.
Mhm.
No. Ali.
By the way, if you guys get bigger than us, you guys are cut.
Okay.
That's fine.
That's
we'll take our
I'll
talents
take
elsewhere.
Jalal. I'll take Jalal.
Wait, Shalal, who do you go to then?
We'll take our talents to south side.
Bro,
of
do we
Edmonton.
really want
it
to hear? Like, how many
depend-
times has he been coming to our podcast? Right,
Who?
Mr. Jalal,
I've recorded 4 episodes.
out of 11.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Okay, cool. When is it dropping again? When are we starting?
Probably first week of July. Hopefully the NHL doesn't get out of hand with all the COVID things, but it's not looking too bad right now.
What are you staring at? What is it?
Jalal, did you want to add anything?
I'm looking forward to it. I'm not the most educational. Look at that.
You don't know
I'm not
anything
the
about
most-
hockey.
Yeah,
I
we
know
all,
more
we
than
all
you.
know that.
I will say
nothing.
Wahiyat Allah, I know more than
We
you.
all know you're not educated
okay,
about
bro.
hockey.
Okay, thanks,
Yeah.
Fishy,
All I
for
know is that
coming on.
Philadelphia's out first round. Peace.
Thanks, Fishy.
Your team
Don't forget to
didn't
take off the
make
headphones.
first
It's
round,
gonna
so-
freak out. It's gonna freak out. Watch the smooth transition with DLP Nation.
Did you just get a finger to the camera?
It looks like you're drinking.
Oh, okay,
It
good.
literally looks like you're drinking Pepsi. No, it looks like Pepsi.
It's rum with ice.
That's not secret.
It's lean.
Need a bigger room.
Well, I want to see these matches that your guys are gonna buy, and I guarantee you, none of you guys would open it up for.
I
us.
guarantee-
I guarantee you the
you-
walls won't be purple.
I bet I won't have a small purple. room
Wallah
in my
Bilal,
basement.
I know my house is bigger than yours, but my wife doesn't really want you in there.
Bilal, no, it wasn't because of that. It's because
At least
I
we'll
need
have a
you
wife
to
in
have
there.
something that can support my gains.
Oh God, Mister, I only do squats when certain people are doing squats. Let's not get into details.
Let's not talk about this right now.
You guys want to make a bet who's gonna make it on the GQ magazine cover before any of like me and Ali versus him and Hamdan? Who will make it first?
I love how it's as if I don't go to the gym. Whatever, I'm garbage anyways. It's all good.
You're kind of garbage. I'm not gonna lie.
It's true.
Can you not talk about my cousin like that?
Yeah, wallah.
What are you gonna do about it, Eunice?
Bro, I will call all my cousins. We'll wreck you.
Literally, all the
Wow,
shabib.
you are such a north side Arab.
You'll bring a picture from 10 years ago till now.
No,
I don't have
Fishy.
that.
It's a bad idea.
That's such a bad idea.
Fishy,
Fish-
Fishy suggested that we take pictures of us from 10 years ago and now and show glow ups. What do you say? What?
Okay, can we focus on the
Okay,
podcast?
focus.
Yeah, I'm done.
Gosh.
We're going
I
off
don't even
the
have any
rails.
before pictures. I could get you pictures of me before, but it's
Just
just
go
no
on your
disgusting.
Instagram and take the
It's a picture of him holding a burger like this.
No,
Oh,
but my
yeah.
full body picture, like
Yeah,
my
but
whole-
that burger was massive.
Yeah, that burger was huge.
I was always a big eater.
Or he was just small.
Wow. Hadi for
Are
hot.
you done trying to make me cry?
Hadi
Okay,
for
man,
hot.
okay.
Okay, you're not on the podcast anymore, Fishy. Just stop trying to get back in. Okay, let's. You finally took our advice and started watching 90 Day Fiance. And now
I did.
you're.
I watched it
addicted.
literally probably in 2 days.
Okay, everyone skip right now.
Eunice is so upset that
It
we're talking
is-
about
It
this.
is such a
Okay,
well,
fantastic
just-
show.
Tell us who's your favorite. Who's your favorite guy?
For anyone that watches 90 Day Fiance with us, but I really like Usman.
This man. What's it called?
Usman kills
What's
me.
his?
Lisa.
No, his hip hop name.
Oh, Soja Boy.
So no, it's not Soldier. It's
It's
Soja.
Soja.
Soja boy.
It's not cranked yet. No, it's
No,
it's
it's like
Soja.
Soja Boy. It's actually a good show.
He's gonna come to the States and take over the hip hop world.
Yeah.
Yo, I think I'm gonna join Fishy's Clean Hit podcast. like,
cool.
I can't do
I
this
think I
anymore.
might join it too.
No, it's a good show.
guys. I'm just saying. I can't believe someone didn't think about this idea earlier.
What?
Like 90 Day Fiance for a
Well,
show.
It's so
Yeah.
funny.
What a G
I
Sabah
just
show.
started the second one. The
That guy-
other one too.
And
The
I'm gonna start on
reverse
again.
90 Day too.
Okay, what we'll do, like when these Debbie Downers are not here, we'll actually spend so much time talking
Wow.
about it.
We're gonna actually make a 90 Day Fiance podcast.
I'm
That's our
jacked.
next announcement.
I'm
We
jacked.
have
We're
Ahmed
gonna
Khalil
have-
in the closet here. And he's gonna tell us about the 90 Day Fiance podcast coming up.
We're gonna what's it
I
called?
need reality TV in my life. There's
Bro,
no
that's the
Big
only
Brother.
reality TV I could watch.
Big Brother.
Because everything else is
No, but
garbage.
you know what we should do one day though is we should rent like a big Airbnb for like 2 weeks,
Like Big
Uh-huh.
Brother.
and then we'll have like a Big Brother like
I'm so down.
Oh, it'll be so fun.
like we have like
But
competitions.
we keep it
and
halal though, so there's no Bennett there.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, then who's
Well-
gonna watch?
exactly.
Vote off Ahmed first week.
Hey, do you guys' dads watch really weird like Discovery Channel reality TV, like Yukon Gold
Yeah,
or
my
like
dad-
River Monsters and
No.
stuff like that?
My dad's
Yeah,
addicted to
like-
Curse of Oak Island.
What?
Curse of Oak Island.
What?
The Curse of Oak Island.
Curse
I know
of
what
Oh,
you're
Oak
talking
sorry.
Island.
about.
Talk to your mic.
There's like this island beside Nova Scotia, and apparently there's treasure buried there, and they've been doing it for like the past like 20 years.
There is a treasure there. The
I don't
show.
think so.
There's no treasure there, but they're making
The
money off the
show,
show. Yeah, that's what I
was
mean.
Forged and Fired. I was hooked on that
Oh,
show.
Fortune Fire is good.
Dude,
That's-
my dad literally just watches the news all day. And like, they'll repeat the news stories and he'll keep watching. And then when he gets bored of that, he'll go on his phone and just watch YouTube clips
It's literally
of like,
the same
the
thing. on
Ottoman
news.
show. The not Qiyamah
Uthman.
yeah, Uthman or something like that. He'll keep watching that.
My dad isn't really that big on TV. He watches a lot of sports, but there isn't really much right now. So
I'm telling you, Yukon
Yeah.
Gold, Diners, Drive-ins, Dives, I think it's
Yeah,
called.
yeah.
That's like it's on all the time. in my
Remember,
house.
like when History Channel was all about like World War II and Vietnam. Now it's just like about cars.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's dumb. There's no history in that.
Yeah, it is. It's the history of cars.
but you lived it though. Why do you need to watch it?
Wow. Oliver Hot. Scrap.
Are we back to trying to make fun of my age?
We never stopped.
When you come back to the gym, I'll teach you a lesson. Can you even touch your head right now? Show the camera how you can. Can you even touch your hair?
Yeah, I can touch my hair.
Dude, he got his headband on perfectly today.
Yeah, he was asking all of us. Please, man.
Fix it for me, please. Let's straight.
Okay, we're like 30 minutes in. You guys want to get into table talk?
Let's do it.
By the way, didn't you say you're gonna make a table talk theme music song?
Never mind.
You asked Jalal. Like Jalal's like a
All I'm
professional.
saying
Well, I
is,
wanted to
all
do-
I'm saying
I
to you
had
is,
that-
this
I
is the
had-
way the creative process works. It's I don't feel like doing something for 2 weeks, and then there's 1 hour out of one day that I feel like doing something, and I'll do it. That's what's gonna happen. I'm waiting for that hour to show up.
I had that
Eunice
drop.
knows.
I had that drop. Like, oh, don't put that. We're not even in America. It makes no
Yeah,
sense.
because you go like this, you went like this, you went, hey guys, and then you put your
Yeah,
phone
we
like this.
didn't have the technology. Now we do, and we
It's just-
still.
I don't like that drop, to be honest.
Nobody cares, man. You were like the other guests that didn't leave. Now,
Exactly.
Can that be a staple in this podcast? We just have guests that don't leave.
yeah, we're gonna have
One
like a
time
room
only.
full- we have a room
What,
full
can I
of
help
people.
you?
Okay, can we get to the table talk?
Let's do it.
Okay, we have 3. What? Are you guys okay? Okay, you have 3. What is the most awkward moment that you had?
Okay, do you want to share the one
Should
that
I
we
start?
both?
Okay.
I have a small one.
No. This one, I don't know if you guys know about this. So once me and Eunice were at the gym, was it like a meeting or halakha? What were we doing?
I don't know. We were there for some reason.
We
like,
were
both
there.
together.
Yeah, we were there, and then all of a sudden, the sheikh comes into like the musalla, like where we pray, and he looks around and he says, "Me and Eunice," he's like, "Hey, I need you guys for something." We're like, "Okay." He's like, "Yeah, just come with me downstairs." We're like, "Okay, whatever." So we go downstairs, and then we walk into a room, and then there's a girl on one side of the room, and a guy on the other side of the room, and the girl was like crying frantically, and the guy was just sitting there, just shaking his head. He's like, "Yeah, I need you guys to witness a divorce here."
Yo, wallah, it was the worst thing.
Oh man, I was just standing. I didn't even do a signature. I just like, and
Yeah, because we have to sign that paperwork too. Like you have to sign off on it.
he's like, here, initial here, and then you want to go ahead. Like it was so heartless coming from the sheikh, but me, I was like,
Bro,
and then the guy's like, "Tal'a," and she's like, she's like crying.
when he said that though, when he actually said the word, it echoed in my mind. I can't forget
Bro,
that.
I had PTSD, man. I couldn't do it.
So now when you see these people in like out in the community,
I never seen them ever
Yeah, I haven't
again.
seen him
But
again.
Oh, okay.
and then another time another time he tried to ask to do it again. I'm like, I can't do it, man. It was so traumatic.
Well, I don't know, man. I can't do it.
Bro, and it was so weird that the sheikh was like, I guess he went through so many of them. It's like, it was second nature, as if nothing was happening.
You become numb to it, right?
As if he was like in the Wendy's drive-thru. Can I get a big Wendy's double burger or something? It was so weird. He was so smooth about it. And I couldn't even like hold the pen. I was so nervous. And the guy was like staring me down. He's like, I know where you live. It was so scary. I'll never do that again. I can't.
Yeah, that's awkward.
You know
I can't
what's-
believe that they just go upstairs. 1 second.
No,
and they
but
just
I
ran
think
upstairs.
you
like-
just need a witness, right?
need a
It's not.
witness,
It's
yeah.
nothing.
is that like by law or is that Islamically?
Islamically.
Islamically.
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
But it's, I don't know.
What's your story, Mohammed?
Oh, my story was back in grade 7. I was in the Islamic school, and there was like a group of ladies. This was like, I don't know. It was like after school, but we were all at our like all the kids were at their lockers, and there's like a group of ladies beside the office, like at the front doors. And there was this one lady, like her back was turned towards me, and I was like dead set in my mind, like that's my mom. I thought it was my mom,
I like where this
right?
is going.
And then the ladies are looking at me like I'm like walking towards them, and I'm just like shh, Like I was trying to scare my mom, right? And the ladies knew like I was not that lady's son. And well, she turned around and looked at me, and I looked at her just like, oh my god, it was so awkward. And then I walked away.
There was no fallout
know
from
what?
that.
It was really awkward, huh?
There was no fallout from that.
Fallout.
Like if
Imagine-
the
imagine
person
how weird
sees
that
you,
It was really awkward.
Imagine how
Like,
weird
she
that
turned around and
is-
was like, "Oh my god, that's not my mom."
Adi, go on.
do you have one?
Oh, yeah,
right. You
guys
don't. You
talking
don't.
to me? No, like for me, I was gonna say that the most awkward moments in my life is either when someone speaks Arabic to me, or when someone or when like I'm settling to someone and I don't know how many kisses it is. It's two
You
kisses
just
or
keep
three
going.
kisses.
They're like, dude,
So-
dude, I don't swing that way.
So yeah, that's my most like people ask me
Remember-
questions like how many siblings do you
I
have?
still,
I'm like, yeah.
I still remember like Allah Yarhamah when my Siti died, when my grandmother died, and all guys all came to my parents' house for the Azza, the
That was the
condolences.
first Azza I've ever been to.
Anyway, but then it was just me, and then my dad's cousin was there, and then for some reason he picked you out of the whole crew and started talking to you in Arabic. Remember that?
I remember I was just like staring him like dead in the eyes and I'm like,
You're like, alhamdulillah. It's like it was asking you like non yes or no questions, and you just kept saying,
The only sentence,
yes.
the only sentence Ali knows is "Ana hub al hockey."
أنا أحب الهوكي.
But
I-
that's-
I-
no,
I-
wait,
I
wait.
one time got kicked out of my Arabic class because I wrote a whole paragraph saying أنا أحب hockey, and then she read it in front of the class, and I got sent to the office.
My favorite Adi moment is I can't remember where we were. We were somewhere like I can't remember where it was. Some Adi guys there, and he looks at Adi. He goes, "Min bayak," and Adi goes, "Alhamdulillah."
No, I don't think it was that because I would have known that question. I,
let's
it was
translate,
it
let's
was something like
translate.
that. Yeah.
What does mean bayak mean?
no,
Is it 'cause your
I would
dad?
know
Who's
that.
your dad?
I would
It
know
was
that
something.
one. It was
Adi, I'm
something
telling you,
other
it was
than
bad. It was
No,
something like
you
where
are
it's
that
like-
bad because
Yeah,
when my
no.
dad's cousin was talking to you, he was actually trying to like, and he kept saying like yes or no answers. He was like, I'm asking like a description.
He's very illiterate.
It was
the
like
worst-
main bayak or like
Like, who's your dad? You're like, alhamdulillah, good.
or like I can't remember. It was really simple,
It
like
was something
basic
like
bare
that,
bones
yeah.
question. And
The
Adi's like,
worst is
"Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah," and the confidence behind Adi. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
the worst is like when I'm selling a phone and like someone will come back to, "Do you speak Arabic?" I was like, no. It's like, okay, and they start speaking Arabic.
He's like,
and
okay.
like they're going on for like 10 minutes about like problems they have with their phone, whatever, right? And like at the end of it, I'm like honestly, I didn't understand one thing you said. Like I don't speak Arabic. And they're like, oh, you're Lebanese, you should speak Arabic. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Lived in
Like,
Qatar for 2 years.
What,
Went
do you
to
have
Islamic
one?
school his whole
Oh, yeah.
life.
sorry, guys.
What's your awkward? You have like awkward moments every day.
That's literally my whole life. One time I was at Safeway as a cashier, and subhanAllah, they loved. I was in high school at the time. They loved scheduling me from like 4 o'clock to close, which is like 11. Okay, and this is on a weekday. And then one day I was there. It was right. The store's closing. I'm the only cashier left in the whole store, and like the aisle right to the right of me, there's a couple in there, and I hear them. They're yelling at each other throughout the whole store. And then at some point, like he goes, whatever, and he like walks away from her, and he's like, this is right beside me. So I'm watching them. He's like, whatever, and he's walking towards me, and then she took a jar of ragu, and she chucked it at him,
Oof.
and then like it splashed over the floor, or whatever, and then like he took the basket and threw it on the floor, and he left, and then she comes up to me and she goes, "When you get a girlfriend, you're gonna do this, and I was like, yeah, totally, you're right, yeah. Can you believe he did? She's telling me her whole life story about what
She
he
was
did to
hitting
her.
on you. You.
No, she was not. She was mad. She was like incensed.
Yeah, you were her rebound for that split minute.
Yeah, for that split second. Oh, the 16-year-old cashier. That's that's my rebound. And then she's telling me like,
Yeah, when
she's like, if you're a man, would you do this to your wife? And I was like, no, I wouldn't. And like the guy's like, I don't know where the guy is now. And then it's just me in there. You know how bad I wanted to pick up the phone and be like, clean up on aisle 6? I mean,
I think the most awkward moment I've been in was at the buffet line. We're at the Islamic school. There was an event,
yeah.
and we're in line to get food, and like an uncle is standing like beside me. You know, we're both filling our plates, and then out of nowhere, this guy, like people around us, people can hear what we're saying, and this guy starts like asking me if I'm single and saying he has a daughter. I'm like,
yeah, you get used to that. That's literally everywhere for me
no,
now.
but that's so awkward though. Like in the middle of a buffet line, and like,
What kind of event was it? Like a wedding or was it like a
I don't know.
gala?
I think it was a gala.
Yeah.
I think it was like the orphans one.
Oh,
There was
okay.
an orphans fundraising dinner or something. But like, man, it was so
But
awkward.
how old are you? You're like
I'm
20.
I'm turning 25.
25. Yeah, wait till you get 29, 30. Like that's literally the only thing people know you about. It's like I'm just here to donate blood. It's like, but no, Anjad Ammi. Like, is this a place or a time?
Another time was when I was a kid. I was like, this was like maybe 15 years ago. Our teacher made us do this exercise in class where you have to like turn around and like face the person sitting behind you and say something nice about them, right? And
I'll
then
be so bad at the game. Like, yeah, here.
Bilal, it was so bad because like the whole class was saying, "You're nice." you're nice. Like to every single person, all they would say is you're nice. They wouldn't say any other compliment.
Uh-huh.
So then, alhamdulillah, just because Allah loves me, when it came to my turn, the teacher said, no one's allowed to say you're nice anymore. You have to say something more creative. So like, I'm looking at this guy. It was, and by the way, it was one of our listeners, Ali Isa.
Oh, okay.
So Ali, so Ali Isa is sitting behind me, and I'm looking at him like, Cassie, he's nice. I have to say something else, and I couldn't think of something on the spot.
You're pretty.
No, wallah close. I'm like, you're a good looking dude. The whole class died laughing. I'm like, man, this sucks. By the way, Ali, I still love you, man.
Wow, you probably boosted his confidence so much that day.
Remember when you almost killed him?
Ali?
Was it
Oh, and hockey? Yeah, that was bad. That was
the
bad.
board?
The board, yeah.
Yeah, that was bad.
But he still loves you, Ali.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Ali.
Actually, I had an interaction with him on Twitter today. I said, come on the
actually a hater.
podcast, and he said, I'm too scared to be the Abdu.
Yeah.
Why? I've never done anything to the kid.
He always makes fun of me on Twitter. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. For sure.
What was I gonna say? Who are you guys all ROD for this group? ROD, ride or die. Are you guys ride or die for each other here?
No,
No.
not even a little bit.
Like
The
what
second I get an
situation?
offer from a bigger
Okay, I
podcast
guess
to
I
go on
won't
there.
be here anymore next week, and I know who my friends are.
No,
I'll
obviously.
s- I'll
I've been.
I'll say that like if something comes up, you guys will all team up write a book about me.
What do you mean?
Like if let's say something happens,
Uh-huh.
you guys will all come together and be like, "My God, he used to make us come to his house every once a week and make us record it. We didn't even want to do that.
Okay, yo, instead
he
of
used to make us go to the mosque."
instead of making this awkward and making it just for people in this room, are we ride or die in general? Like with our friends in general, are we the kind of person that will like, take the hit for them or take the bullet?
Yes.
Depends.
Two limits. Like you were saying earlier that,
Jail? No.
yeah, like, what was the question?
Oh,
it was
okay,
like,
okay. So here's the question. The question that sparked this debate was, would you rather snitch on your best friend for a crime they committed or go do the jail time for the crime that your friend committed?
my friend's going to jail.
Same.
Yeah, Ali is
Snitches.
literally going to jail.
Like, okay.
Because I
Also
know
too-
Ali would never do that to me.
Honestly, if they had me in a room and like, did Muhammad do it? I'm like 100% he did it. I could prove it. Like, he's
Wow. This is
Ali-
after
Ali
you've been
knows-
helping him help his
Man, he's
headband
literally the
scenario.
most selfish human.
See, I think it depends
Oh,
on the
thanks.
consequences.
Okay, here's the thing. If you know your friend's going to go to jail for a long time,
It depends on crime.
yeah.
And the crime too.
The thing is, like, murder.
Yeah, but you're
No.
ruining your whole rep.
Yeah,
for
I'm
your
not going to
friend.
jail for that. No, I'm
He's
not
the one
doing
that did it. He should.
Actually, honestly, there's no. If there's a
No,
crime,
there's
if there's
literally
jail
nothing
time,
you
there's
can-
no ride or die. Sorry, I'm not about that way.
Even if
Jail
it's like
of
2
time.
weeks.
That's not where you draw the line.
2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Well, on my job application, can I
Honestly,
put it was
like-
just 2 weeks?
Yeah. If it's not going on a resume.
Or like a med school application. Oh, it's just 2 weeks.
Okay,
Not
what
a
if
big deal.
what if you do the jail time? Let's say it's 5 months of jail time, but your name is cleared by the end of it. It doesn't affect your jobs or anything like that.
I
Okay,
want to.
so
I want to experience prison.
The
so
other
yeah.
do you really?
I really want to just
You
experience.
don't.
It for like
I'll
a
tell you a
week.
story about prison. Just
Okay.
go ahead.
You just been there, bro.
Well, you've been there. You've been to prison.
I'll talk about it
You
later.
ever watch Beyond Scared Straight?
That's my
Oh
favorite.
my
Also,
God, that
also
was sick.
the best show of all time.
Yeah, better than 90 Day Fiance. But yo, continue.
Let's
It's
not
also
get
fake.
there.
Okay.
Let's not get there. All right. Let's start crying.
I forgot, honestly.
Okay,
what were we
no,
talking about again?
Okay, listen.
I have a concussion.
You always have a concussion. Okay, yo. So I've actually been to the Edmonton Remand Center a couple of times. And for those that don't know, the Edmonton Remand Center is like a top security prison.
Is that the one on 127?
No,
Or
one right here.
97, 97th
On
Street.
97.
The one in downtown.
No.
No, they got rid of it.
No,
It's-
no.
Isn't it beside Fort Sask now? They moved it
Yeah.
out.
It's like
Is that
back
one
where
now
it's
like a hipster
it's like on the way
apartment?
to the.
It's like a
I don't-
hipster
I don't
apartment.
know.
now?
It's
Anyway.
beside the very new like police station they made, the big one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
127. That's
yeah,
127. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyways, whatever. So I go there. I was actually called to go there to give a talk. So they have the Friday sermon there for the Muslims, but then not only the Muslims can attend, anyone can attend. So, dude, this place, like people talk about breaking out of prison. Try breaking into prison. It was actually I couldn't get through any door. Like
wait,
literally
hold on.
nothing.
You went and gave a hadaka there?
Like a khutbah. Like
Really?
Yeah,
they
yeah,
have
multiple times.
like religious
Like
services.
the inmates?
Yes, the inmates. Like these people were like chained up in like orange jumpsuits and like orange Crocs as their shoes. And like when I gave the talk, this guy, this big bearded guy, he's like, into Ibn Main. He's like asking, who's your dad? And I'm
It's
like,
like Farhat.
no.
Bilal Abdu.
I actually said who my dad was. Like, I know your dad. I used to work with him in Fort Mac. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Did he talk about the beauty of freedom in Islam?
Yeah, what did you even talk about?
I think I talked about the mercy of God or something like that.
Okay.
It was a
Good-
while
good
ago.
topic,
It
good
was a long
topic.
time
How do
ago.
you get that gig?
How did you? Yeah.
The mosque?
The mosque used to be like, I don't know if they still do it, but they used to have like a team where they used to go like a weekly thing.
Yeah, they still do.
They still do it.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
people still go. Okay.
They still, I'm just not allowed to go anymore.
So Eunice, like, were there like,
You want-
like,
I'm not allowed. My dad got so mad.
Yeah, I can see you getting
Yeah.
mad.
I want to
so
go.
were there
back
like,
in time.
they were all chained up,
Yeah. Like
and they had like cops inside with you and stuff.
yeah, there's cops inside with me, but like, dude, you honestly, it's such a safe place. Like
Yeah.
even the cop that was taking me to the room, she couldn't do anything until the security guard sitting in a different room saw us in the camera at the door. They would press a button, it would unlock for like a split second. We'd open it and we'd go through, and that's it. Like it's so hard to do anything in that place.
But like, are the people mean?
No, they're pretty nice, man.
Like the inmates are mean, or they're nice.
Yeah, they were so nice.
I feel
What, you
like
think
prison
you
isn't
equals
like.
just start booing him?
So like, I feel like prison isn't like what you see on TV sometimes.
Honestly, it was such a cool experience because after
Yeah.
the after
But
the
that no,
fuck
but the thing is that it's not a but is it
Penitentiary.
It's
There's-
not that.
But there's also one in Fort.
But then again, in the States where it's like, I heard it's way worse than
Oh,
here.
Like
yeah.
Supermax? Oh yeah.
No, but the ones I dealt with weren't like the murders and the killers.
Oh,
Yeah,
Like
okay.
they weren't like that level of like security, but the actual facility has that level of criminals in there. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Eunice, isn't that like the high level ones? Aren't they in like the Supermax? That's like out by Fort Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
I don't
I've
know.
seen that one.
Probably I
That
don't
one
know.
looks
to
like a
be honest.
legit prison.
Because that one looks
But
like
like
a jail.
I saw
Yeah.
guys that were in there for like 10 years kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like not all of them were there for like just a couple months.
Mhm.
But those 10 years are not like it's
It's
not
not
a
for-
life sentence.
No, not life sentence. It's just like they messed up, you know.
So are you just
That's
trying to make it?
interesting.
Are you just trying to like make that prison sound good just because like you're gonna narc all of us out?
Eunice, could we go one day,
So you're like, it's not that bad, guys. Like if
I'm
I
actually
tell on
serious.
you,
No, Hamdan.
please?
No.
Why do you
won't
want
tell
to go?
anybody.
Why do you want to go?
No.
I just want to know.
Just go act bad
Okay.
and make your parents put you in that program.
Okay, I'm gonna break into your house.
Oh my God, Hamdan on Scared Straight, beyond Scared
Would be
Straight.
hilarious.
That would be the
Why?
funniest thing ever.
You want
Whoa.
scared straight?
Laugh.
Because you just laugh the whole time.
I
Everybody's
feel like
face.
it's be like, what?
Stop yelling at me so loud.
No, I just laugh the whole time.
Do you think you'd laugh? I think you'd cry the whole time.
I would go in.
Yeah,
I would go in there
100%.
straight shoot
I,
you.
no,
That's the
no,
only way you go in there.
no. There was like one episode.
Bro, 10 years only,
I
bro.
love that
My
shit.
cousin
Hey.
got 15, bro.
There was one episode that only aired once
hmm
because of how bad it was.
I'll be out
So
scared.
yeah,
Is it
so-
the bikes one?
Yeah, that one like Tom. But
Yeah.
there's a one where it's like, there's a guy. He walks. He goes up to a kid. He's like, "Hold my pocket,
Yeah.
hold my pocket," and then he's
Oh,
like,
I
a
remember
kid
that.
holds his pocket and he starts walking around. He starts saying, "He's like, you're gonna do every morning, son." And he just, just like,
Yeah,
It
that was
was
a bad
bad.
episode.
No, the best is like the clip when they like wake up the kid.
That,
You know
that
when
one's
he's like sleeping
that one's
and they like
hilarious.
right in there, they just start yelling at
My
him.
favorite one is when he grabs like the the Kool-Aid. he
he puts on the guy's lips. Yeah. It's like, you're now my Kool-Aid.
Or when he made him comb his chest hair.
Yeah, that was
man,
bad.
that's just weird. Or like when they, you know
Like,
what I love
like,
too? I love
that's
when the kids walk in there and they just run out of the cells and steal their shoes. That's like the first thing they do. I find that's hilarious.
I love how it's like that's an actual program.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know somebody that did it.
It's like borderline abuse.
Canada?
No, I'm not gonna share stories.
Is he in this room?
Nope.
Looking your way,
But
Ahmed.
let's move on. What's the next question?
I don't. Do we have time to question? Should we just go to the top? Like
What
our.
question?
We have time. What did I write here? Oh, I'm getting cold. I'm joking. Detect any lie, or always get away with a lie.
So would you rather?
Yeah.
It's a would you rather.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You left out the would you rather part.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather
Mm-hmm.
detect any lie or always get away with a lie? I can't relate to this because alhamdulillah, I don't lie ever.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay,
mashallah.
let's take the Islamic aspect out of this.
I can't
I know
do
you
that.
don't like it. I know you don't like it. I'm saying like let's say
No, what's the point?
Imagine it's not haram to lie.
yeah. Imagine the haram to lie.
can't
I would
imagine
detect any
astaghfirullah.
lie.
I would
100%.
I would 100% lie.
I would detect any
You
lie.
would literally be
So you fool
Unstoppable.
this person every time you lie?
So you're literally the
Yeah.
walking Jim Carrey in that movie Liar.
so I can go rob a bank and they'll be like, was it you?
Yeah, because that's what they rely on, right? They don't rely on forensics.
But he's getting away with it. Though. The would you rather
Yeah,
says
it's
you're
get
getting
away
away with
with it.
any lie you
So
say.
if I
a
so if
lie,
I lie,
but the thing is, they were like, "Is this is you on the camera?" Just like that kid, remember in the school?
no. Oh yeah, that kid, yeah. Is that
This
you?
is you.
No.
So I can literally run away from home for like a year. I come back and my parents are like, where were you? I'm like, oh, I was just at Jalal's house.
But
And they're
they-
like, oh, okay.
But
yeah.
That's
they-
so stupid.
no, that's not.
there's no repercussions.
That
That's-
don't work.
that's the
That
thing.
can't work like that.
Yeah, it does work that way. It's a
So
lie.
he's missing for a year.
And
As long as you lie, as long as you tell the lie, you
I was
get away
like-
with it.
I was at Jalal's house for like 5 minutes.
But
we were
there's
talking, like,
other
oh,
ways
Yeah, and
too.
the
Okay, but
Hold on.
also like this loophole. So let's say we're taking the haram aspect of it. Let's say like I'm going to play poker, and like I ask the dealer, I'm like, are you? Do I have better cards than you? And he says no, and I know if he's lying, so then I could just keep winning.
Okay, so
But he's not gonna answer you.
that's
They
to
don't
your
answer you.
advantage.
No, the poker.
But yo,
I could
Ali,
detect
we
the
don't play
lies.
poker. Astaghfirullah.
Astaghfirullah.
No,
I play
Oh, that's
poker.
where you draw the line.
Yeah, yeah, no.
That's where the haram aspect comes back in. Hey.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you can literally become a superhero.
I'm just saying it makes no sense. They're like,
Lie,
we
man.
have your DNA, we have the weapon, we have your
Okay,
fingerprints.
why are you trying to dissect this
Let me
question?
finish. Let me
Yeah,
finish.
yeah.
You committed this murder, and then it's like, yeah, but it wasn't me. It's like, okay, you're still going to jail.
No, it's not. Because that's the thing. The
It
thing is-
says you're gonna get away with any lie you say.
That's
So as long
but
as they
you can
ask
say
you-
that you get away with like you could. They're like, yeah, he's not lying, but all this evidence is against him, so he's still guilty.
But Bilal, no. As long as they ask, if they don't ask you, are you guilty or not?
I'd rather
then
detect
you're
any
screwed.
lie. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, I'm gonna go with the get away with every lie.
Yeah,
Think about it,
I'd
man.
rather
Be sick.
detect
You
any
can
lie.
actually live the most reckless life ever and have no repercussions.
yeah.
Nah, I can't. Do
Imagine
Oh
when
my
your
God,
wife
guys.
says, "I love you," and then it's like, "Ding!" Oh, you're lying.
Imagine me. I love you. Ding.
Whoa.
it. Wow.
I'm still single. Okay, what's the next one?
I don't know. That's it. That's the only one. Nobody answered. We just
Oh,
fought.
I would detect any lie.
See,
But that
makes
might
more
get
sense.
annoying.
I'm so morally conscious.
Cause like sometimes
It's not morally
but then you-
conscious. It's just I need to know who to trust.
It's like, when
right
someone's
now, not
lying
to
and
trust
you catch
anybody
it.
here.
Like in
Oh,
real life,
geez.
when someone's lying and you catch their lie, it's just like
You can call them out on
it's
it.
annoying.
And no, you never call them out.
What?
you don't
I
call
would.
them
I
out.
would confront them.
But like, okay, what I'm saying to you is like, if it's a little tiny lie, what's the big deal? You
Okay.
can change your whole life by being able to tell any lie and get away with it.
Depends on the lie.
So okay, hey, how you doing today? And then they say, oh, I'm good, and they're lying. Oh, I care
No, then
so
be
much.
like, no, for real. Like, what's
But
wrong?
you don't have to address it.
Yeah, okay, but like,
But I would though.
Why am
I
I a
just can't.
therapist? Why am I a therapist?
Dude, I've been a therapist for like
Eunice
literally
is the
10 years.
therapist. That's,
That's
his
true,
job.
actually. Yeah.
Like literally, they call me Dr. Phil.
I heard,
Yeah.
even though he's not a real doctor.
That is that true?
It's true. Yeah, he only has a psychology degree.
So
Oh,
doctor-
okay. Okay,
Yeah.
fair.
But
no,
the
but what
thing-
you could
No,
be?
no, no,
You could
not-
be a doctor of psychology.
No. He has a bachelor's in psychology.
That's all he has. Just a
Yeah.
bachelor's.
He's just a
It's a bachelor's.
personality. He's a personality
Yeah.
guy.
What
that's
about
all.
Dr. Oz? I heard he's not qualified.
He's
either.
not qualified either.
No,
He's
Are you
fake.
sure?
is he not a surgeon?
He's
What?
fake. Yeah, they actually did a whole thing about him. He's
He's
fake.
not a surgeon.
Like he's not allowed, like technically he's not allowed to be called doctor, but he found some loophole where he could be called doctor.
But you're telling me he's not a surgeon. Though.
He's not.
I thought he was like a big
I'll
time
send
surgeon.
you. I'll
and,
send, I'll
like-
send you. You know, John Oliver, his
No.
show
Yeah.
on
No.
HBO. You know, okay, stick with your non-educational programs. But 90 Day Fiancé is a show. But no, seriously, and he did a segment about him. He's not a doctor. Like I'll
That's
send you
actually
the thing.
insane.
I'll send you the.
That's,
if
I
I
mean,
can
I want to
find
see
it.
that because I thought he was like a surgeon. That's what I thought his thing was.
What was I gonna say though?
So guys, we kind of messed up. I don't know how, but like the camera stopped recording for a bit. I don't know how much we lost, but that's okay because mistakes happen, and we're gonna just upload this podcast. Just
So
like-
what's up without the video?
no, we'll make it work.
It's fine.
You know what we should do? We should make her.
No, now it's recording.
How about we just record us like sitting for 5 minutes? just looking
Yeah.
at
Let's
the
just ad lib and go like this.
camera?
Okay, can we just like? Do we have anything else to say in this podcast?
Do you want to
'Cause
just jump
I'm
to
kind
that
of like
thing?
sweating right now.
You want to jump to that thing?
Palms are sweaty.
Well, we don't have to do take.
Knees
No,
weak.
we don't. Of course, we'll talk about it next week.
Arms are
We're
heavy?
pretty much done.
Is there vomit on your sweater
Yeah,
already?
I'm over this.
Yeah. All right.
Want spaghetti?
I'm bored of you guys, anyways. All right, let's wrap it up. I never introduced you guys at the beginning, but 11
Everyone
episodes.
knows me.
in.
Okay,
Everyone
and then
Everyone
at the
knows.
end we'll just say we don't love you again. So
No, that's cool. Trust me, I'm used to it. You don't see me that way. I know we're too different. Yada yada yada. But at the end of
What?
the day, all right, boys. We'll catch up next week and see you next week, everybody.
The Dean's List podcast.
See you.